Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'd like to thank everyone who has subscribed, and I'd also like to ask if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy the content that I bring out, please consider subscribing. As per the title, I want to let you in on a story on how I became a baker. I accidentally became a baker. Okay, so what had happened is I'm not a baker. I'm actually a self-taught baker now, but I was actually a photographer. I'm actually still a photographer. So I've been doing that since I think 2016. Yeah. But what had happened is in 2019, I lost a child, but that's another video for another day. I lost a child, and what had happened was after that, each and every gig that I was being invited to was either a baby shower or a smash cake, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So I took a break from that. Since 2019, I thought I'll just find myself. So I did nothing. Well, not really nothing. Obviously, I was doing other things, but my main thing was photography. So I had to take that break because like my mental health was just taking a knock. Each time it's just a baby shower, a smash cake, baby shower, a smash cake, or a kid's birthday party. So I was just like, I couldn't. But then what had happened was I did take some gigs. I think 2020 and also last year, but it wasn't working. I think up until I conceived Ilang, then I was like, okay, but I didn't take any gigs since then. So yeah, with the baking thing, it started off. I've been baking, guys, forever. I think for as long as I can remember. When I was younger, I think around about 7, I used to make crumpets or pancakes, and umakhulu used to call them indlebezebo because they used to be shapeless and they used to be like weird, and everyone would eat them. Mhlawumbe pancakes, good, oh, so I used to do that. I don't think I liked cooking. I only started cooking when I was pregnant with my first, because obviously I was in first year, but that's another story for another day. But I don't think I was a cook. I didn't even know I could cook up until first year. But I do know that I enjoyed baking. I used to help my mom make scones. For as long as I can remember, and even when I lived alone, I used to bake. Kangbe. When I used to live in Durban, I used to have one of those ovens, and I used to make things like malva puddings. I used to make sticky toffee puddings. So I always loved baking. I used to bake cakes for my kids and for us up in Zini each and every year. So I knew I loved baking up until this year. So this year my daughter Ilanga turned 1 in April. And then I baked her a cake and I made some cupcakes. I'll insert the picture. I baked cake for her. Of course, it was not the cake that I wanted because I was running out of time. Guys, I'm a perfectionist and I think I'm a control freak because I want to do everything myself. If a deco is, I want the colors pastels because that's what I wanted. I wanted the colors pastels. My aunt Utando was doing the deco. But I couldn't even let her go pick out like the pastel things that I wanted. I wanted pastel ribbons, I wanted pastel plates. Yeah, well, I felt like if I don't get what I wanted, Omnium won't be able to substitute for something else. I don't know, I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to that. So I was literally late. So I made the cake. Abantu boqala sebefikile sancedisana with my partner's cousin Osips. She also bakes nice Osips. So she helped me out and my friends were here. People were, helping me out with mixing the colors and all that. Well, not with mixing the colors actually. But I knew exactly which colors that I wanted. I would pour the gel myself and would mix omniaki plate or PK. They had their own plates. Everyone, Lee had hers. Everyone was just mixing. And I made the cake. I had already made the cake the night before. Lee and BK were here chilling with me while we were making the cake the whole night, guys. Because it was a rainbow cake. So what happened was one of my cousins tasted my cupcakes and she was like, whoa, okay, these cupcakes are really good. And she placed an order right then and there. That's how it started. And then Abaya Bandu, they tasted the cake, and Abaya, they liked the look of the cake. Oh, of course, the cake was a bit plain for me, but okay, it was exactly what I wanted. I feel like it needed more. I think the young mama Junior, the first person to order. She ordered a cake for her daughter, for her granddaughter, and it was literally on the 23rd of April this year. That's when I started, because I think the week after my cousin Waya ordered cupcakes and she loved them, and then the week after it was Umaga Junior who had ordered, and then the week after it was Umaga Hlombe. It was literally week after week after week. I think for the past, is it 6 months? Yeah, I think it's around about 6 months, almost 7 months. For the past 6 months, I think I only had like 1 week where I didn't have an order, and thank you for that, guys. So I've been making cakes since I started making cakes in May, because I started making the cakes in May because my daughter's birthday is on the 23rd of April. So my first order, I think, was on the 4th of May or something, and then there was the other ones. So that is how I became a baker, but I've been baking for like forever and I enjoy it so much. Like, I look at my cakes sometimes and I'm just like, whoa, okay, is that even me? Because like, I'll show you a picture of a year ago when I made my granny's cake. It's just like a normal cake. It's I started doing fresh cream cakes, and then I went on to buttercream cakes. In fact, I started doing fondant cakes because that was the first cake that I made. I made a half cake for my daughter when she turned 6 months last October, and then I made my granny a fresh cream cake. But I've been making fresh cream cakes for forever. Yes, I actually did start with fresh cream cakes. So I made my granny a fresh cream cake. I made my aunt fresh cream cake. I think those were the first people outside Abantu who live in the house that I made cake for. So I really enjoy it. So that's exactly how I became a baker, because one person decided to bet on me and order a cake, and it turned out like I'm actually good at making cakes, guys. It's not even about the look of the cake. My cakes taste really good. I swear to you, they taste really good. The look might not be for everyone, because everyone une design yakayithandayo. Other people enjoy them, other people don't, but I am sure if you taste it, you will love it. You'll never go back, I swear. Like, guys, it's so good. It's literally enough for me to cure my depression if nabana. But again, that is exactly how I became a baker, and the business is growing. I have so many orders. And I think I've got my mom to thank for that. Umama has been pushing. Even my YouTube channel, Umama pushes. Of course, my friends are also, helping me out. Ushade, my cousin, knows he was my first subscriber here. But like my mom pushes. Umama will just scroll but Umama is a bit obsessed with my channel. Umama, every chance I she'll watch my channel. She'll watch my channel. So, woman, I also want to thank her publicly. Thank you, Mama. It doesn't seem like we appreciate you guys. It doesn't show because guys, go doesn't know it. But I want to thank you so much for always supporting me, because Mama is like my pillar of strength, guys. I don't want to lie. But guys, that is the story of how I became a baker about less than 6 months ago, I think. I think it is less than 6 months ago. May. So anyway, if you're in East London, go on a chance or the cake. It will literally increase your depression. But go do your nails. For me, it's not nails, guys. I want to do nails, but I'm not that girl. But I am that girl, but I'm not. I struggle to. Yeah. Anyway, if Usamonti, and even if you're not, because I've had orders from Klegsdorp. I think this person was at Klegsdorp. Yes, she ordered something for her cousin, Olapimonti, a cake for her cousin who was here in East London. If you're just watching, and even if you're not from here but you know people from here, please do order. Try out my cakes. They're really, really good. They really, really are good. But yeah, and also you can find me on the socials, both my photography and my baking. You can find my bakes on Photography Cakes on Instagram and also on Facebook. And then you can also find my photography SA on Photography SA on Instagram and on Facebook, and then it's Photography Cakes on Instagram and on Facebook. Please check out my page. Please share my content. Please share my cakes. Yeah, please guys. Thank you, and thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed and you like the content. Thank you guys.